Alright, we are live. Alright, Shalom. This is the I.S.U.P.K. under commanding General YAHANNA. Today is the Sabbath day. You'll meet today of rest, meaning you don't do your job, you don't do your occupation. So what we're going to do, we're going to read out of the law, first in the Lashawan Kodash, which is the ancient Hebrew tongue or language. Then we're going to translate it into the English. So with that being said, men of Israel, I'm Madian, which means to stand. And then the brother on my right is going to sound the horn.
Come on, bring the camera back.
So you just lift the camera up a bit so it's on our face.
It's the top part there.
It's
Bring it backwards.
You like that? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Go on.
So what, brother? Alright. And with that, we're going to rise and face the east. And the Lord's Prayer.
Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Haya. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Kawar. Haya. Bar Shemayim. Lefandanawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawafnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawafinawa. Wala'a. Tabaya'inawa. Banasaya one. Abal. Hawashainawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wahafapara. La'aiwalamyam. Amen.
And in the English, our Father, which
art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts.
As
we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
And the prayer for the power of the Hakah. Yahweh. Hashem Yahawashi. Baba Kushah. Lefandanawa. Haka. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Haka. Lataha. Hamatazarayim. Haka. Lahakuyam. Hamafyam. Haka. Arakawaf. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Hashem Yahawashi. The water Aman.
And in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahawashi. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Mata Zabiyah. Allah Wap Yahanna. Ha Allah Wapyam. Ha Saranyam. Ha Kwatazayanyam. Ha Kalayalyam. Wa Akwafyam. Yahweh. Wa Hashem Yahawashi. The water Aman.
And in the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahawashi. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asher Ayanya. Al-Hahayim,
Al-Hahayim,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Isaiah,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Wa-Aratazar,
Wa-Aratazar,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shemaka,
Shemaka,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawama,
Shawama,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shemaka,
Shemaka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yamyamka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakayaka,
La'ayakayaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Belayala,
Belayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamaka,
Shemaka,
Makaurai,
Makau,
Yashama,
Yashama,
Afna Pashka,
Afna Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashama,
Yashama,
Taza Afka,
Taza Afka,
Wabawa Ayaka,
Bawa Ayaka,
Ma'aika,
Ma'aifa,
Wa'ai Walam,
I will love,
Aman.
and in the English, I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not offer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Takarash.
Al-Fakarash,
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Fashakwat,
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Awab-Yaka.
Awab-Yaka,
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka.
Al-Ibaka,
Ya'ayawamwa.
Ya'arayamwa,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Wayata.
Wayatha,
Yawa'aitazawa.
Yawa'aitazawa,
Al-Tazapawanka.
Al-Tazaphawanka,
Amawa.
Amawa,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanyakakidam.
Wanakakidam,
Magaya.
Magaya,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yazaka.
Yazaka,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala,
Iwada.
Iwada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa'aitazawa.
Nawa'aitazawa,
Laba.
Laba,
Lakadwa.
Lakadwa,
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka,
Bayaf.
Bayah,
Yakawafwa.
Yakarahwa,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Adawam.
Adawam,
Wa Yashama Alayam.
Wa Yashama Aliyam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wa Hagayam.
Wa Hagayam,
Gabal.
Gabad,
Wa Aimawan.
Wa Aimawan,
Wa Aimalak.
Wa Aimalak,
Paliyashaf.
Halashab,
Ayn Yashabya.
Aim Yashabya,
Tazawa.
Tazawa,
Gum Ashawa.
Gom Ashawa,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Aimam.
Aiman,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Zarawai.
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham,
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan,
Kayasa Sarah.
Kasaya Sarah,
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan,
Banakal.
Banakal,
Koyashwan.
Payashwan,
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa,
Bayan.
Bayan,
Dura.
Dara,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
La Adama.
La Adama,
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa,
Nadayab Mawa.
Nada Yabmawa,
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira,
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak,
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal,
Manai.
Manai,
Kaula Sayakamwa.
Kalasaya Kamba,
Asha.
Asha,
Aimawa.
Aimawa,
Nayarasha.
Naya Risha,
Lanawa.
Lanawa,
Af. Na'awaf.
Na'awaf,
Alahayam.
Alahayam,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa.
Shayathamwa,
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala,
Kakwash.
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raka,
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash,
Tabaaya Yara.
Saba'aya Ara,
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba,
Talahat.
Falahat,
Hayam.
Hayam,
Kantaradakma.
Kantara Dakma,
Basa Iraka.
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa.
Wabasa,
Wapafka. Sabalahum, Mala'ah, Panyahum, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayaba'alwa, Aida, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya'ata, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kahar, Arataza.
Amen. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
And hold not thy.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against.
And have consulted against
thy hidden ones.
Thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come,
and let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off
from being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles. Like Horeb. And like Zayeb. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Zalmunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The houses of God in possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth for wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Of the Most High. Over all the earth. So be it. And the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahawashi. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose. The treasure of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give. To the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nations. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood,
or
the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Asian, skinheads, Plastic Komatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it.
Take a seat.
And with that, everyone can have a seat, and we're going to get into the law. Where we left off was in Deuteronomy 20.
Slap your mic. Bring the camera back down again, sir. Yes, to us. Call it up first.
What's it? Just going to get where we was. Deuteronomy 20. And be slain. Civil war. All right, so we're at Deuteronomy 21 and 14. But before we do that, we're going to call a brother up. So with that, I who's up for it? I gotta be fair. All right, yeah. So it's just present yourself here, and we'll show you how it's done. So what you're gonna do in the I.S.U.P.K Shabbat, which is this in this position right here. So if you do what I'm doing now, you're gonna say your name, Bun Yum Yum, Bun Yashra'Allah. So your name, you're a son of Benjamin, and you're a son of Yashra'Allah, Israel. And then that, we'll do the same thing, and you'll come and take the seat in the middle. Right. So with that, so your name.
Bun Yaman.
No, your name, your name. Bun Yum, yeah. Or if you go by another name.
Yeah, okay. Israel, Bun Yaman, Yashra'Allah.
Israel, Bun Yaman, Bun Yashra'Allah.
Then you're gonna get like this and go Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Take a seat.
Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy 21 and the 14th verse.
Deuteronomy 21, 14.
Deuteronomy.
Okay, well, 7 verses will be with 2 sorry.
Huh?
7 verses will be 2
Oh, my bad, actually, it's verse 15. We read about 15. So you'll end up at the end of verse 21.
So, Kaya, Thahayayan, La Amash, Tashaya, Nashayam, Ha'akaf, Ahaba, Waha Akas, Shanayaha, Waha, the Wa, Lawa, Nadayam, Ha'a, Ha'ab, Waha Shemayawa, Wahayaha, Haban, Habaka, Lasha Na, Wayaha, Wahayaha, Bayawam, Hanaya, Lawa, Af, Bana, Yawa, Atha, Asha, Hayaha, Lawa, La'a, Lawaka, Lakaba, Atha, Ban, Ha'a, Ha'a, Hababa, Isle, Lapanya, Ban, Hasha, Nawa'a, Habaka, Kaya, Atha, Habaka, Ban, Hashanawaha, Kayaka, La Sata, Lawa, Paya, Shanyaham, Bakal, Asha, Yamatza, Lawa, Kaya, Hawa, the Hawa'a, Ra'ashawaf, Anawa, Lawa, Mashapat, Habakara, Kaya, Yahayaha, Lawash, Ban, Sawara, Wama, Ra'a, Aya, Nanawa, Shinawai, Lakwa, Bakwa, Haba, Ta'ab, Bayawan, Wabakwa again, Mawa, Amwa, Wasawa, Athawa, Wala'a, Yashamai, Alahayim, Wathapatwa, Bawa, Abayan, Wa Amawa, Waha, Wa Taza, Wa Awa, Athawa, Al, Zakwa, Zakwanya, I Yara, Wa Al, Sha'aya, Ma Pawam. In the verse 21, other one.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, come on. Wa Amar, Al, Zakwanya, I Yara, Bana Nawa, Za, Sabara, Wa Mara, Ayana Nawa, Shamai, Ba Pawal, Nawa, Za Wawal, Wa Sa, Bawa. Okay, so last one, sorry. Mara, Gamawa, Kal, Anasha, Ayara, Waba, Nawam, Wamaf, Wabai, Ra'a, Ra'ai.
All right, so now we're going to read it in the English, Deuteronomy 21 and 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 15. A man have two wives.
If he has what?
Two wives.
So now, you know, like many people that read the Bible, because of mainstream Christianity, what does everyone think? You have one wife. When a man having multiple wives it was just life. You're not saying, you know what I mean, he can't have two wives. Saying if a man does, meaning it's no on how much wives a man can have. They say in the Islam right here, where how much they say can have five. Even though Muhammad had, you know, but you know what I mean? Yeah, like in the Bible, a man knows how much he can have, and we got some questions.
Like that's deep. You know, if you notice, the Bible said if a man has two wives, didn't say he can't, didn't say he can, it said if. So what's that saying? The Bible said if a man has two wives. Like if I say if you have two cars, you have to show them both. If you have two this, it said if this you can, this you can't. So what's that saying about a man having more than one wife? There you go. It was normal back then. It's saying how you deal with more than one wife. Didn't say you can, didn't say you can't. It said if you do, this is how you deal with it. Meaning at this time it was normal for a man to have more than one wife. The Chinese had it. This culture here, more than one wife, is not an Israelite culture. Is it an Israelite culture to eat food? Is it an Israelite culture to drink water? It's a mankind thing. And at this time, mankind had multiple wives, man. Go to any place where the white man hasn't conquered, any place that hasn't been westernized, and guess what? They have more than one wife, man. The lions have a lion pride full of wives, man. You go to the Amazon rainforest, man has more than one wife. You go to the Hamites, man, with a plate in their lip, man, they have more than one wife, man. This is a mankind thing, man. Just like eating food, just like wearing clothes, just like drinking water. It's like
Yeah, and like that's heavy. So we had that too, where a man having multiple wives, it wasn't even an issue. Read on.
One beloved and another hated.
So now in this situation right here, he's got one wife which he loves and another wife which he hates. Now of course, it's not meant to be that way. You're meant to love them both, but you know what I mean. This is talking about a situation like with the Bible. It's not a myth. Things happen. People can do things which it may make you not want to like them. So it's saying that if this situation, read on.
One beloved and the other and another hated, and they have borne children, both the beloved and the hated. And if the firstborn son be hers that was hated, then it shall be when he maketh his sons to inherit that which he has, that he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated.
Okay, so now what is this on about here? So now they both have a son for him, but now with the firstborn, that's from the wife that he hates. So now God's just reminding him that is your firstborn son, and like any inheritance, who does it go to? Your firstborn. Now, you know what I mean? In the world, what do men do if they got one woman they love and one they hate? To the woman they love, them kids get looked after, them kids get everything. And for the woman that he hates, he takes it out on them kids. God's saying that is unacceptable in the nation of Israel. We don't, well, I love this woman, so I'm gonna take these ones to where you're from Manchester. What's the place? Old Trafford, that big Manchester City Stadium. You can't take them kids there yet, and then the one that you hate, you just don't take them out at all, man. You can't do that.
That's deep, but in our community, it happens a lot, man. You get that one wife, she give you hell, man. Put you on child support, rip your clothes at one time. You can't say she's my headache, man. See this one here, this one's nice one, no headache, man. These kids, I'm gonna treat them good, but this one, I'm gonna come check them when I can, man. The Lord said, this is your firstborn, regardless of what his mom is, man. Not his fault. He's your firstborn. He gets inheritance, regardless, man. You know what I mean? In my family, had something similar, man. The member of my family, and he got two women. And they got one was kind of red skin, so they pick them out red skin, and the others are dark skin. He treats the red skin ones nice. You know it is back in the day. And the other ones don't treat them so good because they're dark, man. If I was saying none of that, man, it's fair. He's your firstborn, regardless if she put you on child support, regardless if she rip your clothes up, regardless if she's a headache and nags all the time, man. That is your firstborn, man. Nonetheless, it's like it.
That's right. Yeah. Read on.
Which indeed is the firstborn. But he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn.
He said there, he shall acknowledge him. So don't forget about him because you hate his mother, which is what people do now. When there's a family they love, they get everything, all these gifts. And there's families where they hate that mom, and that kid is pretty much by himself. What's that boxer? Chris what's his name? Chris Eubank. He's got one son who everyone knows who, he does the his boxing. He also has another son that does boxing too, and no one. Why? Because he hates that mother. So now for the mother that he loves, those kids he helps them, but for the mother that he hates, that son does boxing too, and no one doesn't even know about him. He doesn't even help him. And there's a video online. You can see when he surprised him, and Chris Eubank looked angry, like, "What you doing here?" Like, oh, gosh. So his other son that he loved won his fight, so he came just to show his support. And you can't help but look at him. He's like, "What are you doing here, man? Just go. You're messing up his life." And that happens when you don't follow the Bible, man. That happens when you ain't keeping these commandments, where you start taking out because you hate his mother.
It's like, and because it's with a black woman, he don't like black people. He's disowned his son, and then the one with the white woman, he loves him and teaches him boxing and goes to all his games, taught him. The Bible said that's not supposed to happen, man. Anyone can see here that's Chris Eubank's firstborn son, man.
It looks like him.
Double of him.
Doesn't even have his son. Doesn't even have his father's name. He's got his mom's name, man. That's how much she hates. That's how much she's not. That's what's not supposed to happen in our what's the word?
Yeah.
Community.
In our community, man. It's like,
I got reader.
But he shall acknowledge the son hated for the firstborn by giving him a double portion of all that he has, for he is the beginning of his strength. The right of the firstborn is his. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son,
So now it's getting into the household now. Imagine in one household, there's a son, he's just rebellious, always out getting in fights. Just doing things that he should not do, and he's just rebelling. The parents are telling him, don't do this, don't do that, and he's rebelling, not doing it. The Bible also gave us precautions on how to even handle this. Reader.
which will not obey that the voice of his father or the voice of his mother.
So he won't obey the voice, meaning they're telling him what to do and he just doesn't do it, man. We've watched those shows, Ricky Lake, what's some other ones, Dr. Phil, and you got them kids, they are rude. The dad's telling them, like, no, and those white kids can be kind of rude. F you, mama, you like, damn, like, that is wrong in the eyes of God. That is not acceptable, man. Reader.
And that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
So meaning they have even corrected him, they've beat him, took away his Xbox One. They've done everything they can do, and still it's just not enough. Reader.
Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him.
So now they're gonna lay hold on him, read.
And bring him out unto the elders of the city. And unto the gate of the place of his place.
So now they're gonna bring him to the gates. So now to the head of that place, they're gonna bring him like, look, our son right here is not listening. I've done everything I can. I've took away his games. I've kept him inside, and he's rebelling the same way. Reader.
And they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice.
So that lets you know that for a child to not obey the voice of his father and his mother, it's a big thing. In this day and age, people think of it as fun, like, oh, he's just rude, he's rude boy. Look, that is a big thing, that he's not listening. Like, in this society, they see it as, oh, he's gonna grow up and be so rude. Oh, he's so rude. When God don't approve of that, man. Reader.
He is gluttonous and a drunkard.
So meaning he's just at home eating and drinking. You ever met them people? They don't contribute to anything. They love the food, they love the drink, but they never ever put like they don't put anything on it to go, you know what, here, I ate this, here you go. Just in the house, eating, drinking, sleeping, run off the electric. They know how to use stuff, but never know how to provide it. They don't know how to contribute to, towards them, anything. That's that son right there, man. And guess what? His mom and dad sick of him. Like, gosh, man, I'm there working hard on the farm. He's just eating the cow, man. I'm here getting the wood to make the fire. He's there getting warm. And like, the Bible is a real book, man. Like, them things can sicken you. Like, I'm sure individually in our life, we've all been there, where you are damn there supporting someone else, and you see them happy with your shit. You're like, look at him, or happy with yours, like, yeah, and that's mine, Like, likewise, we're here. The family's sick of him, like, he's in my house, drinking, gluttonous, eating away, and ain't doing nothing, man. Ain't even listening to me. At least listen to me if you're eating my food. At least listen to me if you're drinking my drink. At least listen to me if you're using my electric. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Yeah, go on, read that.
And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones.
And imagine that. Because of how rebellious he was, that was punishable by death, man.
That's right.
It was, oh, he's a rude boy. Oh, look at him, he's so rude. Look, man, your son is hardly as. We make it laughable when it wasn't laughable.
So
that was punishable by death. You got something.
So, okay. Oh yeah. Also, even Christ condoned that, man. In the New Testament, Christ said, "It's written, he that disobeys his mom and father, let him die the death, man." What is the death? This death right here, man. That they're reading right here. For all them Christians saying, "Oh, that's so inhumane." It's not inhumane, man. You need to honor your parents, man. The Bible said after he's chastised his son, meaning you beat him, man. You didn't just rebel once and you killed him. You beat him, man. And guess what? All the children will see this and go, yo, I'm listening to my parents. I'm not gonna join no gang, man. I'm not gonna be no road, man. I'm not gonna sell no weed. And guess what? The white man tells us you can't beat your kids. You can't beat them in the Bible, so we can. And the white man's such a hypocrite. He said you can't beat your kids, man. So what happens? You don't beat your kids. They become a road man, and guess who beats them? He does. You say he goes, you can't beat them, that's wrong. You don't beat them. They become a roadman and guess you give them 30 years in prison. He does. They say it's inhumane to kill children. That's wrong. You can't kill a child because they're wrong. In America, you don't beat him, you don't kill him, then he becomes a murderer. And guess who puts him in that electric chair, man? Guess who gives him the leaf injection? He does, man. So you don't beat your kids. That he does. When the Mark Duggan rap rights happened, he was out there with them truncheons, man. He was out there. He was beating your kids, man. Why? Because he didn't give you the opportunity to correct your kids. But he's quick to correct them, though. He's quick to put him in prison. He's quick to give him an ASBO, ankle bracelet, you know what I mean, probation, whatever. So like, I read that.
Yeah.
And all the men of the city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shall thou put evil away from among you.
And that's it, man. So it's letting you know right there that death was to put the evil away from among us, meaning people hear about him and they're like, you know what, I'm listening to my mom. I'm listening to my dad. I'm not just going to be in the house eating up everything and not listening to them. And that was the whole point of why that would happen. Which verse are you?
Not finished.
Oh, no, sir.
Finish it up. And all Israel shall hear and fear.
Yeah, that's it. Hear and fear. So that was a tactic right there to make us feel like, listen, all you kids, you better start listening. You know what I mean? Any more that was that verse 21?
It makes like people read the Bible about being stoned to death and think, oh, so just being stoned to death seriously though. Don't you understand? Stoned to death. Imagine I think sometimes they'll back you in a corner or they'll tie you up to, they'll bury you up to your neck in sand. And just imagine that, man. Imagine one stone hit you, man. Stones don't kill straight away. One stone lick out a couple of teeth, man. Next one in your eye, boom. And you're getting that for about half an hour, man. You know what I mean? Your vision's getting blurred. You don't die straight away. You see a gunshot to the head. And that's how you die, man. You know what I mean? And that will make a man see that and go, yo, I enjoy no guy. Forget that. I ain't saying no drugs. Yo, forget that, man. And guess you said it's okay to do that. God said that, man.
That's right.
Sweet, loving God that everyone loves and everyone goes to church. So he said, you must do that, man. And it says, so shall you put away evil. I mean, so meaning that's how you put away evil among you, man. And the white men do the same thing. The white man's harsh on drug dealers. Why? So other drug dealers say, it's not worth the time in prison, man. It's hard on it's hard. What's up in the knife crime now?
That's right.
We're from 7 to like 10 years now, man. So people say, yo, I ain't got time to sit down in prison, man. I'll put my knife up, man. And we had the same thing, man. You know what I mean? It's like everyone.
Nah, and if you want to see, if you can stomach it, in Western Africa, they still stone people to death till this day. And it's online, you can see it where, someone stole something and they stone him to bits. It's on the floor. First, he's got he's blacking. Then a bit of it is whimpers down and they're throwing more rocks and it's hitting him, man. The pain is in, he just doesn't care till he's dead. You watch one, you know what the Bible's talking about. And like big rocks on his head, like that, he's knocked out. They got big slabs, boom, through his head. And believe me, getting stoned is a very graphic thing. You know what I mean? We really here get stoned to death. When you see it and they have life first, they're resisting, blocking the stones, then bit by bit, the pain and they'll start dying. It's a very brutal thing to see, man. But yeah,
one more, yeah.
Yeah,
Madiam.
Who would like to go next? Me, okay, also. So yeah, you present yourself right here. So I'll run it through again. So your name, Bun Yum Yum, Bun Yasha Allah, then the salute, which I'll walk you through. So okay, so
Ramel, Bun Yum Yum.
Yeah.
What's it?
Bun Yasha Allah.
Bun Yasha Allah.
Ramel, Bun Yum Yum, Bun Yasha Allah.
Then the salute. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah.
How about Shem Shabbat?
Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna switch places.
Thinking bad though. Thinking fast.
From Deuteronomy 21 and 22 in the Hebrew first.
Deuteronomy 21, 22. Wakaya hayaha. Ba'ayash. Kata'a. Mashapat. Mawaf. Waha maftar. Waftar matayaf. Afwa. Ayl. Aitazar. La'a. Stalawan. Naba. Thawa. Ayl. Ha Aitaza, Kaya, Kwaba, Yara, Takwa, Baranya, Bayawam, Hahawa, Kaya, Kakalaf, Alahayam, Sta La Waya, Wala Tata, Mawa, Af, Ada Mawaf, Ashar, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Nathan, Lara, Thakala, like 22 now, yeah?
That's right, Khan.
Right, La'a, Araha, Atha, Shaya, Akad, Awa, Atha, Shayawa, Nadakyam, Waha, Ya Ilama, Mahan, Hashab, Shayabyan, La Akayad, Wa'am, La'a, Korab, Wakaya, Akaya, Wala'a, Yada Aithawa, Wa Patawa Al, Ta'aya, Bathayam, Wahayaha, Aima, Ail, Darash, Akadya, Atawa, Waha, Shabawa, Lawa. The three, Wakahan, Aishawa, La Kama'ar, Wakan, Aisha, La Sha Malawa, Wakan, Aisha, Lakal, Abada, Akayak, Ashar, Ba Ahmad, Mama Lawa, Mawa Taza, Atam, La'a, Wakal, Laha, Ilam. That's four, La'a, Ra'ash, Athar, Kamar, Akara, Awa, Shawara, Napalium, Badara, Waha, Sa'ai, Lamaf, Amam, Hakwam, Sa'Qawam, Aymar, Khan. La'a, Yahayaha, Kaya, Gada, Al, Ashar, Lapa'a, Lapash, Gabar, Hamar, Asha'a, Kaya, Awa, I, Yahawa, Alahayaka, Kal, Aymar, Alahaya.
That's it. So yeah, from Deuteronomy 21 and what was it, 22 first, and we'll finish up at Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Okay, I mean, so Deuteronomy 21 and 22.
And if a man if a man have committed a sin worthy of death,
So now in the Bible, yes, there is sins, which means you have offended the law of God. And some of these laws, they are punishable by death, meaning you to serve another God, homosexuality, and there's many more. Those sins were punishable by death. No animal would be sacrificed for that. You had to die. Your blood had to be shed, not the blood of no goat, not the blood of no ram. In this case, your blood had to be shed because God just wasn't accepting nothing else.
It's kind of like today, you know what I mean? There's some crimes that you do today, offenses, that you can pay a fine, man. You can get points in your license, man. You know what I mean? You can get, well, as-bold commit service. There's some crimes you do jail time, man, straight up. Murder, jail time, rape, jail time, and the Lord, same thing. Some crimes can be forgiven, man. You know what I mean? You can give a lamb. Give a lamb is like paying a fine today. You got a good lamb, strong. You can make more lambs. You can use the leather, wool. The Lord will kill that lamb, so you go, oh, I ain't doing that again, man. I'm a good lamb, man. I lost it now, man. You know what I mean? No more wool for me. And there's some crimes where you have to go to jail, man. You have to die, man. And them crimes with like homosexuality, serving another God, sleeping with a man's wife, murder, and so forth. Like, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, read on.
and he be put to death, and now hang him on a tree.
So in this case, you would hang him, but in the Bible, there's many ways. Some people got burnt to death. That's in the Bible. Stoned to death. But in this case, the punishment for his crime in this situation, well, this person was hanged. Now imagine that you can't breathe. You know what I mean? Everyone needs oxygen. Oxygen is fundamental to human life. You know what I mean? You don't breathe, you can't live. And being hanged, that's a very horrible situation. And I don't know if you know, when you don't get air, your eyes pop out your head. That is anyone that gets strangled. The way how to know is around their eyes they have these big red marks. So when you watch like those shows, what's some sort like the CSI and stuff like that, big red eyes show that if someone was strangled to death. Because naturally, when you get no air, your eyes at the most they will actually literally come outside of your head. So they come out of the eyes. So the eyes will actually come out if you don't get sufficient air. Read on.
His body shall not remain all night upon the tree.
So you've hanged him. His body should not remain on that tree all night, and it's going to explain why. Read on.
But thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. For
Also, so now, why it's saying that? Because a body decays, and what does a dead now a body that is decaying? That's going to bring germs, plagues, diseases. So saying yes, you hanged him, but make sure that he comes down. Don't have him on there till he's rotting and the birds are eating his eyes and eating his flesh. Do you know what I mean? That's going to bring disease. So instead, once he's died, make sure that, you know what I mean, someone's buried him. Read up.
For he that is hanged is accursed of God.
He's a curse to God. What does a curse mean? Not liked, hated. So that person, for what he did, God wasn't with him. So you know what I mean? Don't have him up there like as if he's someone great. Bury him. Of course, also for hygienic reasons also as well. Read on.
That thy land be not defiled.
It be not what?
Defiled.
What does defiled mean? Unclean. That dead body is going to be unclean. And then, you know what I mean? One person inhales that bacteria, they go back to their village, and before you know it, you got the London plague. You know what I mean? Because that's what the London plague was all about. Unhygiene. You know what I mean? It's basically just nasty Londoners, basically. That's the easy way of just saying it. You know what I mean? No one washed, no one cleaned nothing, and it got so bad that, and it was rats. And you know what I mean? Got some.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is what how much years ago?
Easy, 3,000-4,000 years ago.
It's easy now. Now the white man got, you know, stethoscopes and all that stuff. Now know about germs and bacteria. Now everything's smart, man. We were saying this way before that was invented, man. This is what they call knowledge. This is science. Back then, the nation's like, wow. And black people are wise. Look at this. They don't never break out in plagues, man. They don't never have famines, man. Why? Because the Lord gave us his rules, man. The Lord gave us his secrets. The other nation, they didn't have it, man. Watch Apocalypse on the movies. Even though the Israelites had a heap of dead bodies, man, just rotting, man. We didn't have that problem. We didn't have plagues and this and that and smallpox and rashes breaking out. Why? Because the Lord gave us the secrets, man. It was burying our day. It was clean, man. 7 days, the woman on a month, you shoot outside the house, man. We had the hygiene. The white man thinks it's all big now. You go to the what's it called? You go to the hospital. You see that hand sanitizer that shoots out automatically and stuff. You think they're all smart. You know what I'm saying? We had this ages ago, man. When the white man was putting serving chicken and chips, man, in newspaper, man. We used newspaper. We knew this ages ago, man. When they was putting what's called bread on people's doorstep with no packaging, we knew this ages ago, man. Why? Because our God, the living God, man. You know, this is before science, man. Keep reading.
Which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance.
So that land is inherited, meaning God wants us to have it. And with us having that land, if we keep those rules and those regulations, we will keep the land running fine. Read on.
Chapter 22. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them.
So meaning, if you see the ox or his sheep, you know what I mean, it's wandering up, and you pretend like you can't see it. Why? Because you don't want to help him. Now, in Exodus, it lets you know that, yes, he's a brother, but his thine enemy is someone who you don't like. And what do people do to another black person they don't like? You want to see him fall. When something bad happens, you're like, oh, yes, you see. And that's not how we're meant to be. Despite of you two not liking each other, you should have the common ground of his sheep's going astray. You know what? I'm going to help him get that sheep.
Right.
Regardless of if he hates me and I don't like him, I'm gonna help him. He's not well. His sheep's gonna stray. I don't like him anyway. His problem. That's not how the Lord wants us to be. And you know who's like that? Rich white people. Do you think they all get along? Do you think they all like each other? But when there's some investment to be made, they will call each other, despite of them hating each other. Like, look, like, you know what I mean? I can get this and that, and they will work together simply because they have this. Even though they don't read the Bible, they have it where we don't like each other, but for this, let's just make this right. And the Lord gave that unto us, man, the nation of Israel.
If I may, also Dungaba brought it out in his class Wednesday. You know what I mean? This law here is big. Like, even though there's two brothers that don't like each other, they still have a common ground to love each other, man. You don't like a brother, that's not a problem. This ain't a Christian church, man, where every man gets on. The brothers out there that do brush you the wrong way, man. You know, you keep distance, you cool and everything, but you don't kill him, man. You don't go out there, you don't hate him, you don't wish no ill on him. And guess who does that? The white man does that, man. Dungaba brought out on Wednesday. In World War II, there was two white nations fighting each other, man. The British and the Germans, man. And do you know on Christmas, that's something called a Christmas truce. When these are two nations at war with each other, man. And on Christmas, they will share a turkey together, man. They will cease fire together. Do you know in World War II, a black soldier fighting for England could not sit in the same cafeteria as a British soldier, man, even though they're on the same team. So even though these nations are at war, they got something in common. They're both brothers, man. Both of them are white. And even though you're fighting for their team, you're still not their brother. And for that reason, you can't sit in my cafeteria. And meanwhile, the German prisoners could sit with the British prisoners, just for the simple fact that both of them was white, man. We look at the Christmas truce, man. So I keep reading.
Thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother.
There, so don't hate and just neglect it. You bring it back to him, man. You know what I mean? You show him that common ground. You show him that love. You show him that respect. Read that.
And if thy brother be not nigh unto thee, or if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee.
Okay, so now it's saying, even if you don't know where he is, you bring it to your house, and when you see him again, then you let him have it. How do we translate that? Imagine, you know, you're on the street, you find someone's wallet on the floor. If they're black, you know what I mean? It don't mean, well, he's not around. You know what I mean? Well, what's in that wallet's mine? It don't mean that. It means, you know what I mean? You wait for him, or you never know. You might be walking down the street. Someone goes, you know what? I dropped something here. You let them have it, man. It don't mean, well, because they're not around, all of a sudden it becomes mine. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks that, and that's not the Bible, man. You know what I mean? Amongst us, that's not how we do it. If he drops something and it's gone, you wait for him to come back for it. If there's a number in there, you ring him. It don't mean because he's lost it and he's nowhere to be found. Well, by default now it's mine, man. That £60 in that wallet, you know, it's just mine now. You know what I mean? I can't find him. It don't work like that. Read that.
For me. And this is here a picture of the Christmas truce, man. And this is German soldiers and British soldiers sitting down playing football, eating together, man. And then two different opposing teams. And here you are, black man fighting for England, man. And even though you're fighting for their cause, you can't sit with us. But we can sit with him, even though he's the opposition. Why? We're brothers, man. So it's something that you can't fight for, that you can't win, you can't approve, and that is bloodline, man. And even in the Bible, we're meant to have that same love. The same way the white man got love for his enemy, even though it's his own people. Why can't we have that, man? Why can't we say, I don't get along with him, but you know what? I'm not going to have sex with his wife, man, even though I don't get on with him, man. I don't want to get on and get some nerves, you know, but you know what? I'm not going to kill him, man. And if we did that, there wouldn't be no Bloods and Crips, man. There wouldn't be no gang wars, man. There wouldn't be no knife crime rate, man. The white man's smart to know, listen, even though we're enemies, we're brothers, though. He knows that, and that's why you can't sit in his cafeteria. But the German man, he can, though, man. It's like that.
Yeah, read on.
And it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it, and thou shalt restore it to him again.
Mm-hmm.
In like manner shalt thou do with his ass, and so shalt thou do with his raiment, and with all lost thing.
So now the law's making it specific. You do it with all lost things. Why did God have to say this? Because some people, they try and get smart. Yeah. Well, you know, I found his wallet. He said his sheep in his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me opening his wallet and taking his £60. Technically, that's not a sin. I'm reading it. It says there's ass and sheep right there. See now listen now that £50 there, that's not an ass or a sheep. So the Lord, listen, man, anything, because you know what I mean. People always try to look for some loophole. People always try to look for some gap to do what they want to do. So the Lord is getting specific. Listen, anything, raiment. You know what? I'll make it anything, man. And there you have it. Read on.
All lost thing of thy brothers, which he hath lost, and thou hast found, shalt thou do likewise. Thou mayest not hide thyself.
And don't hide yourself. You know you got it, and he's looking for it. Like I didn't see it. Now boy, you look, man. It's a big road, man. Anyone could have that. And you know you got, and you're hiding yourself. You know what that's wrong, boy. I wish I did see it. That's not how we live, man. You know what I mean? We deal with each other good, and it's sad that, you know what I mean, wherever we are, whether it's Manchester, Birmingham, if we were to live like this, all them ghettos would be fixed. But we're not taught this. We're taught in church, sing and dance. This little light of mine, what's the other one? Laid down by the riverside. You know what I mean? You're learning all that, but you're not learning what the Bible is telling you to do, man. You got some.
I look at the society God wants. What you're reading is the society that God wants, man. I was young. I don't know about now. I'm older now, man. I was walking. I'm like at night. It was a gang of white men. I'm like, oof, I felt safe. The gang of black men. I'm like, yo. It makes me the flip side, man. I'm meant to see 10 black men hooded up, man. And guess what? I feel safe. But black people, oh god, yeah, man, cool, man. Supposed to, but I don't, man. And that's the society God wanted. God wanted you to see 10 black men, man, hooded up, man. Knives and everything, but I feel safe. These men are gonna protect me. But meanwhile, we feel safe to see 10 Asian, man. Oh, they're gonna rob me, man. Take it. When really, that's the problem, man. That's the real problem. And that's the side that God didn't want. God wanted us to be around our own people, feel comfortable around our own people, man. We're meant to lose something. What happens if you lose something like that's a black man? What's the first thing you say? I better tell you no, You're probably lying, man. You meant to say no. He said no. He would never steal from me, man. I know that much. I know he would never steal from me. I know. He said he didn't see it. He obviously didn't see it, man. That's what God wanted for us, man. So we got a lot of work to do, man. It's like, yeah.
Is it on verse 5 or verse 4?
Verse 4 now. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ass or his ox fall down by the way, and hide thyself from them. Thou shalt surely help him to lift them up again.
So imagine that his ass of his ox is in a ditch, and them animals are heavy. To get it out of a ditch, it's not just a one-man job. You know what I mean? You're gonna need a nation to help you get that out, and you help him too, man. Don't see him and he don't like me, I don't like him. That's his problem. Even though you two don't really like each other, have that common ground to help him get that ox or that ass out of that ditch. Read up.
So like if a big ass and an ox is it's not a little pet, Not an ox back then. An ox is a tractor, man. Today you got tractors that plow the land. The ox back then was a tractor. That's how man makes his money, man. This is why a little household pet, it's okay. Let him. This is how you don't help a man pick an axe out of the ditch. You're basically, I don't care how you eat. I don't care how the children eat. I'm not concerned, man. And these things ain't cheap. People go to Jamaica, man. Yo, you buy donkey in Jamaica. Yo, that's racks, man. A donkey back then was like the mega boss today, man. A donkey can take you from city to city, man. And you're saying to a man, I'm business. You're saying, I don't care how you get around. I don't care how you export goods from Judea to the land of Benjamin, man. I'm not concerned, man. You're saying, I don't care how you eat. I don't care about your family, man. That's how it's supposed to be. We're one big family, man. The primary job of any man to defend his family. And black man, this is your family, man. This is your family. How's an Indian man come straight from India, man, and give a man that can't speak English a job? He didn't say, you're busy, I got my own family. Because you know what? You don't speak English. It's hard out here, man. It's hard to be from India and come to England, man. You know what? I did it myself. I went for it myself. You know what? Come, Abdul. Come sweep the floors in my shop, man. I'll give you a job in my off license, man. In my pet station, my chip shop, man. And then guess what? Indian man can come straight from India, can't speak English. He's fine. You see the own people, whew, he knows he's gonna get hooked up. He's fine. And we should be that way as well, man. We come to England now, you're on your own, man. A black was like, listen, I sorted myself out. I can't sort, you can't sort yours out, man. No one gave me a helping hand. You gotta pull yourself up by your own shoe. Listen, man, I'm not here to help anybody out, That's not how it's supposed to be, man. Still up there.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Okay, so now again, this verse, a lot of people say a woman can't wear pants, and that's not what this verse is saying. A woman should not wear that which pertains to a man, what belongs to a man. I'll make it easy for you. This shirt is a man's shirt. This jacket right here is a man's jacket. It's talking about a woman wearing men's garments, men's clothing, which is what we call today what we call it what? Cross-dressing. And in ancient Egypt and with the Amorites, the Hittites, research them, they done that where the men would wear things that pertain onto a woman. They wear the woman's blouse, the woman's skirt. That's what this is talking about. It's not talking about a woman wearing pants. You can look at a woman's pants. You can see how they fit more, they're tighter. That's for a woman. You don't sit and go, well, with pants, they're all for men. Those a man should not be wearing them.
Come on.
I mean, that's the logic of it.
Like if pants belong to a man only, then why would a man wear pink pants, man? If you ask him, man, you're putting them pink ones, say, nah, man, they're for women, man. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying here is you shouldn't be able to see someone from behind and be not sure if it's a man or woman. Talk about drag or what white people do on the stand do, man. What white people do, what's it called? What's it called? The Christmas plays, man. Pantomimes, man. You can't do that, man. It's not no joke, it's not funny. They say, oh, it's just a joke, man. Put some lippy and stuff. Nah, man, you can't do that, man. The book written by King James, and he even told his son, he said, listen, son, don't even smell like a woman, man. They said, don't even put a woman's perfume, man. The Lord likes things black and white, man. You don't like no in between. You don't like no man having woman tendencies or a man, doing his nails or whatnot, man. That's what the Bible's talking about. The Lord wants man to be masculine and women to be feminine, man. There's no in between. That's why men have beards. Women don't have beards, man. That's why lions have a mane and lionesses don't have a mane, man. Even tigresses. A male tiger has a bit of a beard, man. A woman one don't. The Lord likes male and female, man. Don't want a man dressed up as a woman. Don't want a woman dressed up as a man. There's no man trapped in a woman's body and vice versa, man. It's like,
yeah. So that's what that verse is referring to. Not, like a woman can't wear no pants at all. You can see a woman's pants. You can see them in a shop and know, well, obviously that's for a woman. That belongs to her. And then you see men's jeans which of course now, we live in this very backwards age where now men are wearing skinny jeans. But if that case, why do people not say skinny jeans? Because they know that they fit like how a woman's jeans fit. So even subconsciously, people know men should not be wearing things that look like a female's jeans. So even when people read this verse and then they say what they say, deep down, even they know that, listen, those skinny jeans are for a woman. That's why, in the UPK and not even here, many men look at that and go, nah, man, that's just really tight. Why? Because those pertain to a woman. There you go. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, a dress, skinny jeans. Things that women wear. A man should not be wearing females' items. Read on.
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
For all that do so are an abomination. Do you know what an abomination means? Disgusting, filthy, something that you detest. And that's how God sees it when a man's wearing a skirt, man.
Right.
What's that famous one? RuPaul. You know what I mean? God don't like RuPaul, man. You know what I mean? He's not with that. And that's what this verse is really talking about. I know, fake Israelite groups and women can only wear skirts. That's not what this is saying, man. You do know in the Middle East they have a winter, and what she's wearing a skirt with nothing underneath. She's wearing pants underneath. Why? Because it's cold. It's normal. Even in Arabia till this day, yes, women wear skirts, and under that skirt they wear jeans or they wear what's the ancient word? Bariches. They do wear some form of jeans or something under it. Why? Because it's cold. So he obviously wasn't talking about that, or then we would have a contradiction.
Come on,
So yeah.
What's up on Medea as well?
Yeah, Medea.
People watch that and think it's funny, man. They only laugh at that, man. That ain't funny. Ain't no joke, man. They don't laugh at the joke, man. What's up on Shiba there as well? Shouldn't even laugh. It ain't nothing funny about that, man. The Lord's against that, man. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's a shame how the world's changed, man. Jamaica used to be a country where everything's gonna run, and nowadays there's a gunman going to Shabbat the show, man. You know, imagine you're going in your jeans, you and your woman at your Shabbat show laughing your head off, man. What's the word we come to, man? So like, yeah. The question.
It's in it to that verse, but I think I'll have that at the end of the.
Oh, no, sir, no, sir. Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
I thought we thought you was condoning Shibata for a second. I'll play.
Alright, then with that, we're gonna salute the Torah. Then we're gonna, say the prayers at the end. So, men of Israel, I'm Madiam. Right, we're gonna salute the Torah. So, alright, one person at a time. You're gonna come up. You're gonna say Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah. So we'll start here first. So you put your right hand on the Torah. Say Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Barak Yah.
Prophet.
It's good.
How about Hashem, how Shai, Barak? Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna stand right here and then just one at a time, and we'll come up and say the same thing as well. Yahweh Shai.
Barak, yeah. It means how about Hashem, how Shai, bless me. It's like you know how the white man has sorry. Like you know how the white man has his he pledged allegiance to his flag.
Yeah.
And he it's in the national anthem. This is our national anthem. I'm meant to live according to all of the words written in the scroll. So this is us. We're not worshipping the scroll. Just saying that we're gonna live by these words. Fine. So like a young man, do it again, yeah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Barak
Barak
Yah.
Yah.
That's it.
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Yah.
That's it, man. Salute the Torah.
It's about the president, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so that I'm Madiam, and we're gonna say the ending prayers, and then we're done. That's the Smith.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malach Wafka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazak, Kawa, Hayah, Ba Shemayim, Lafandanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Wala'ah, Dabaya'i Nawa, Wanasaya One, Abba, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwaf, Wala'ah, Wafapara, La'ai Lamyan, Aman.
And in the English, our
Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil.
For
thine is the kingdom. And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
Forever.
So be it.
And the power, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Kushar. Nafaninawa. Haka. Lara Pa'a. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Haka. Lataha. Hamad Hazarayan. Haka. Lahakuyam. Hamafian. Haka. Arakawa. Hatama Allah. Nagara Shan. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please. Give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
So be it. And the blessings, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Malaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Mata Zabiyah.
Mata Zabiyah.
Allah Wap Yahanna.
Allah Wap Yahanna.
Ha Allah Wapim.
Ha Allah Wapim.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayayam.
Ha Kalilayam.
Wa Akwafyam.
Wa Akwafim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Wa Hashem Yahweh Shai.
For Wada Aman.
Wada Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'a Ayanya.
Asha'a Ayanya.
Al-Hahayim.
Al-Hahayim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa Aratazah.
Wa Aratazah.
Al-Yatan.
Al-Yatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawama.
Shawama.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyamka.
Yawamam.
Yawaman.
Hashamash.
Hashemah.
La'ayakayaka.
Ayikaika.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Belayala.
Belayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamaka.
Yashamaka.
Makal Rai.
Kaurai.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Afna Pashka.
Afna Pashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Taza Afka.
Taza Afka.
Wabawa Aika.
Wawa Aika.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aid Iwalam.
I will
Aman.
man. And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not offer.
He will not suffer
Thy foot to be moved.
thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. And this is Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Takarash.
Al Fakarash.
Wa Al Tashakwat.
Wa Al Fashakwat.
Al
Al
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awab Yaka.
Awab Yakar.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al Imaka.
Al Aimakar.
Yaayawamwa.
Yaharayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayathar.
Yawa Aitazawa.
Yawa Aitazawa.
Al Tazapawanka.
Al Tazaf Pawanka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanyakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazaka.
Yazaka.
Sham Yasha Allah.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Aiwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Lakadwa.
Lakadwa.
Al Yaka.
Al Yakar.
Wayaf.
Waya.
Yakawafwa.
Yakarafwa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Ya Yashima Alayim.
Ya Yashima Aliyim.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagayim.
Wahagayim.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Aimawan.
Wa'aymawan.
Wa Aimalak.
Wa'aymalak.
Palishaf.
Palashak.
Aim Yashabya.
I'm Shabya.
Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Gum Ashawa.
Gum Ashawa.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimam.
Naman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kayasura.
Kayasara.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kayashwan.
Payashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayandura.
Bayandura.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadayab Mawa.
Nadaya Mawa.
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira.
Wakazabak.
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 Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Manai.
Manai.
Kaunasayakamba.
Kanasaya Kamba.
Asha.
Asha.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Nairasha.
Nairasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awaf.
Na'awaf.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagawala.
Kakwash.
Quash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba'aya,
Tabaira,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Hayam,
Hayam,
Kantaradakma,
Kantara Datma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapafka,
Wapaka,
Tabalaham,
Tabalaham,
Mala'a,
Wala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Oyabakwashwa,
Oyabapashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Oyaba'awa,
Oyaba'alwa,
Ida Id,
Aidi,
Oyakapawa,
Oyakapawa,
Oya Abadwa,
Oyabadwa,
Oya the Iwa,
Oyada Aiwa,
Kaya Ata,
Oyata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
the Badka,
the Badka,
Ayawan,
Ayuwan,
Alkaha,
Alcohol,
Arataza,
Aratazar,
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against.
And have consulted against
thy hidden ones.
Thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
That
the name of Israel.
May
be no more in remembrance.
For
they have consulted together.
With
one consent.
They
are confederate. Against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabor and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zayeb. Yea. All their princes as Zabah. And as Zalmunah. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of God in possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth for wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them. With thy tempest. And make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And troubled forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone is Yahweh. Are the most high. Over all the earth. So be it. The curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The priests. The princes. The Israelite brothers. And the schools. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose. The treasure. Of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishments and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nation. And their drug dealers. The court
court system,
prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
all
all the governments of our enemies,
the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman
Catholic Church,
Church,
the Pope,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief, and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel, come down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathen that come up against us, as we speak thy word, cause it to be known by all, that it is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world, cause them to shake at thy coming, in the name of Yahawashi. Thank you always, so be it.
From the blessed Israel, that's prayer. Yahweh, Hashem Yahawashi, Barakanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapayim, Barak Rapah, Magun Hagun,
the Gordon family,
the
Bennett family,
the
George family,
that's it.
Itara,
Carmel, Alashai, Zaira,
Ayala,
Zaira, Kaya, Shania,
Nariah,
Aiden,
Danica.
They want to pray for everybody.
The
The
O'Connors,
O'Connors,
the Shadrach,
Shadrach,
right,
Sutherlands, Saraya, James,
The James family.
the James family,
Okay,
Ramal,
Mikhail,
Caius,
Sapphire,
Sapphire,
Samaya,
Samaya,
Isaiah,
Isaiah,
Ezekiel,
Israel, Donna.
Okay.
Someone else? What? Hashem
Yahawashi,
the Wada Aman,
Aman.
and what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahawashi, bless us and Israel and the school, bless your shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Jesus, thank you, and so be it. And with that, class dismissed, right? You're going good though, yeah?
Yeah.
You got Rubik's Cube.